Hey guys, it's Gethoris again, and we're trying to do Doomsday. Came out last week, and here you see the quest. I'm on a farm right now, so we know how to start it. If we click here, oh, I already started it on it. Whatever. Normally it tells you that you can teleport to the Alliance building, and we can actually build it. Um, I have set it up right here, all the way on the bottom of this of the map. Doesn't really matter where you can put it. The level 1 Alliance Center has to be put in a desert area. I mean, we see here that desert. That's where the level 1 Alliance Center is. Level 2 would be right here in the wilderness. Level 3 around here, that's where you set it. And level 4 would be really close to the center. For the beginning, I mean, this is just for this video. In the farm alliance right here, I put the alliance center on the bottom. And once you set that up, you can build those two buildings. To set those, go to the quest and then go to honor right here. And then you have to click to build. Once you do that, you can just press those and drag them out right here, just like those buildings. You could also just go to build when you're on the map, go to honor, and you can select them. Drag them to the alliance center, and then just accept. You don't need those two yet. Those are pretty much for fighting. The main two buildings are those two. This one, that's the virus research facility, and it gives you infection immunity. That is very, very important because what you can do now is attack tiles. So right here I could press occupy, and there you see the infection intensity. Because this is pretty much the lowest level you can get, it doesn't have an infection intensity. And on the bottom right here you see your current immunity. You always have to look that the immunity is close or higher than the intensity, because right here it says suffer 0% total HP poison damage each turn, so that is important. So right here we wouldn't really lose anything to infections because it's the lowest one, but I could click occupy. I don't even have really any armies on here. It even tells me to increase the troop power. But that's pretty much the beginning. And now I'm gonna switch to my main so we can see how the fighting goes. Okay, so I'm on my main now, and I'm gonna enter the Doomsday Conquest again. I go to honor, and then we see I have a few more buildings. We're gonna get to that later, how to get those. But here are my main buildings that we just saw on the farm account, and I leveled them up already. Now if we go to it, you see that's the alliance center of our main alliance. It's a little bit bigger, a lot of more people have those. Um, but right here, I mean, it costs 1 million virus samples to upgrade it from level 9 to 10 and increase the immunity. So it gets really expensive later on, and the infection immunity is pretty much the most important you can do, because then you can attack higher tiles. But I'm gonna go to my account real quick, and this is a little bit higher. I mean, here are level 5s, and even those empty ones right here, you can see it's level 5 already. So if we actually want to attack that, we could click occupy right here. And then occupy. Damn it. Occupy. This pretty much tells me I have reached a limit of territories. I can't conquer it, but I can still attack it. So, I can pretty much set up my APC. We're gonna get to that later, how we do that, and we can just march. Most important though is I'm gonna go ahead and find a level 8. There's a level 8. Right here, I mean, it's even red, so you see it better. My immunity is 1,700, and the infection intensity is 2,200. So it tells me I will suffer 18.84 total HP poison damage each turn. Now that's tricky because it's each turn, and 18% is a lot. You have to figure out how to set up your APC so you don't suffer too many losses with an attack. Okay, so how do I set up my APC? My ideal APC is actually here. I'll take the shooter. Where is it? Shooter. Take that one away. It's Reaper, shooter. You see, Reaper is not my best hero. It doesn't even have the dictator leveled. I only pretty much leveled those two skills because they're important. You don't need pretty much anything else. The troop size doesn't have to be high. You just need a hero with good skills. This one, it says effective range, target 1, 55%. So you have to look at the percentage of your hero skills. That's pretty high. And this one is really nice because it hits 2 targets. It has 40% probability to hit. And that's why I chose Razor too. He's not my best hero either. But this one attacks 2 targets. It's pretty important. 30% chance to hit. And that second one, it's pretty much the best hero for it, also attacks 2 targets. Oh, this one doesn't do damage, my bad. But the first one, because it hits 2 targets, is pretty good anyway. And at last, shooter. This one attacks 2 targets, 40% possibility, and this one also 2. And this is the best hero for the event. So the key is to win within 1 turn. Why? Because we saw here that the poison damage will come each turn. If we go to one of the battle reports, you can see it right down here. You can actually click on it. It lets me. 18 hours ago, so that's good. Here, I attack level 8. That's a good example. You see, I have the setup that I just showed, and my troop size is not very big. Right here, I had around 15,000 on each row because its percentage, 18%, or what we just saw, it's 18% that I lose each turn. And you see, he has 3 defensive armies, so that alone is 3 rounds already. The first one, you can see up here, battle continued for 1 turn. And the next continued for 1 turn, and the last one too. So that's good. That it was pretty much perfect because we want at on as the least turns as possible, and he has 3 armies, so the least we can do is 3 turns. If we look at the battle, you can do this every time to analyze what's going on and what went wrong maybe. So Razor did his skill that doesn't do damage. Now Reaper, okay, he didn't do damage, damn it. The APC, the front row, still attacked. Now Razor comes with his skill, already takes out 2 complete rows. That's everything we want. And then now the shooter, oh wow, from 4 skills that have a high possibility, only 1 hit, but it was still enough for me to get a victory on here, so I can continue to the next round. You see, I have a lot of losses because I had like around 15,000 in each row, and that was actually before I upgraded Virus Center, so I had more loss than those 18%. So the next round starts without those 3,600 troops. We go to the next round, you see my troop size decreased. The battle starts over again, but we have to get that army size to the perfect level so we can kill all 3 rounds within 1 attack, so you don't waste all that durability. Okay, so that was the second round. We won, and we lost again. We lost 2,700 units. And the last turn, you can see here, we're going to lose 2,100 again. Okay, Razor did his skill. Reaper does his skills. 1 row left. Now Razor, Shooter doesn't even get to attack. So we have another few losses, and at the end, 6,900, 6,100, and 6,900. They survived. From 15,000, a few survived, and that's pretty much the key to everything. So you don't attack with a full APC. I mean, of course, I could just put in all T8s right here, have them all filled up, but at the end of the first turn, it's gonna go down to right here, all of them. And then the second round comes, and it's gonna get decreased again. And at the third round, only like a few will remain. So look at those losses. I mean, I would have lost a lot if I would have put a whole APC. So you have to figure out and you have to analyze those battles. So you attack with the minimum amount of troops that you can beat all 3 rounds. That's important, because a lot of people, they just attack that tile, and they occupy it, proceed, they attack it, and then they win one of those rounds, and on the second round they fail. So you attack again, and then all of a sudden they win, and then they're like, why did I win now? Because you only went up against 2 of those rounds instead of 3. That's why you won. And keep analyzing those battles and find out the amount of troops and heroes which are the best to win against all 3 rounds. This is important. And then you have the perfect APC to get your tiles. Okay, good. That's that's pretty much about battling. You always have to figure out a path or make your own path to the next tile you want. As you see here, there are not a lot of minerals, or actually we can look at mine territories. I have a lot of farms, 25. I have a lot of oil, 24. I have some water, 8. But I try not to get mineral deposits, and I try not to get forests. Of course, no empty plots. Why? Because if we look at that, there's a level 6 mineral, and it gives 350 production per hour. Now, if we go to a level 6 waste farm, it gives 800 per hour. So it gives you more resources for the time you have it. And the only ones that drop on the gather resources on the production are the forest and the mineral deposit. So don't get those if you really want to maximize your income of resources. I always go for farms, I go for water, and I'll go for oil. And I try to maximize because I want to be rank 1. I want to maximize my level that I can attack, and that's level 8 right now. Maybe tomorrow I can attack level 9, but it's a big step. You see my current immunity is pretty low compared to the intensity, and if I go for level 9, it gets even worse. It's 3,000, so I would lose 69% every turn. That would be very, very bad. Let me collect those. Okay, so how can I increase my immunity? I mean, we saw that we have virus centers. We can go there, we can upgrade them, of course. That's easy. But as you see, each level only gives you 100 immunity. So it gets really expensive if you have need 1 million virus samples to even upgrade that. So you see I have 2 virus research facilities, and you can get those by spending the specialty points right here. For every level right here, you get a specialty point, and you can spend those in here. And if you go to the blue one and you do the path all the way down here, it tells you all honor structure capacity +1. That means every building, all those 4s that I showed in the beginning, you can do another one, or you can build another one on those alliance centers. There's another one here, that's what I'm trying to get until tomorrow. Then you can go up here, there's another one, and right here. So in total, you can have 5 of those buildings, which really makes it easier for you to get higher levels of the research tiles. So I placed them on the Alliance Center. I have one right here, and I think the other one is somewhere up there. Whatever, it doesn't matter where it is. As farther out they are, it only costs more stones to place them. To get the stones, you can just go to the Lion store and then a bunch of rocks. That's what you need. That's what you need to place them. So we have more Alliance centers than just that one. We have another one built right here. And we don't have any of those buildings around here, but we place that so we can start a new road on here. So I started that Alliance Center, I think 5 days ago, and then I started going right here. And that one's close to one of those alliance tiles, so I could start here or there, anywhere around it, and then I had to move my way up all the way here, and then some other alliance members joined, and then we made this whole path to every side. Okay, so that's how to attack it. That's how you set up alliance centers. I put that exactly to the border. So once somebody can attack level 9s, I hope that I can do that tomorrow. I can go to the third row, the third belt of the all those resources, and I can go to level 9, 10, because some level 9s are here, but it's pretty rare because those are normally in the belt 3. That's why I put it on the border. We can go to the lower side, and we can go to the higher side. That's why I did that. Okay, good. Once you have all those territories, they have to be good for something, right? Every now and then, or you can do it anytime, and you can click harvest down here. And then you get all those resources. When you have those resources, they're in your bag, but you don't even have to click on your bag. You can just go to the processing plant, production. I'm going to stop that right now. And there you have all your resources that you're collecting. Now, that's where you see I have a lot of oil, I have a lot of harvest. I have a lot of lumber, but I try not to get those material deposits. And then I can just click them, start producing, and it tells me in 5 hours, 20 minutes, pretty much 200,000 of those will return food and virus samples. Okay, right now, because I have so many resources, I just try to get those rocks so I can upgrade my processing plant, and it does everything faster. Why did it not do that? Okay. So, stop those virus samples, don't need that. I need those rocks to upgrade right here to the next level, and my processing speed increases. Okay, good. Some alliance members just asked me how everything works. You have to start with level 1, 2, 3, all the way here in the desert. And the level 4 has an infection intensity of 300. That's reached pretty quick. And then you can move up to level 5. But those level 5s, those are tricky because it has a jump from level 4 to level 5. You need 700 more of the infection intensity. So to actually really start attacking those level 5s, you really need that second building. So try to level up as fast as possible to get that honor building, honor structure capacity +1. So you get your second building. To really level up fast, I give you the tip to just try to do those quests. If you don't have that bar down here where it tells you the quests, Doomsday Conquest, you probably disabled it. So go to your settings, options right here. And right here, there's daily quest tips icons in the base interface. Activate this because, I mean, if I deactivate it, I have no idea how to exit it because it's gone. Maybe there's another link, but I haven't found it yet. So activate it. Then you can click on it. And here there are a lot of quests, and they give a lot of experience, especially when you get higher. I mean, this gives me 400,000 experience. That's a lot. And those extension plans, those are necessary too, because if you go back to the interface, territories, right here there's a territory capacity. Just hit the plus button and then you can click those plants, and that territory capacity gets increased. Okay, that's it for that. Why are we doing all of that? Of course, there must be a reward, because spending so much time on that event has to give you some nice rewards. Those are the season rewards. They will be handed out to at the end of the event. It's 50 days from now. But those are really, really nice. I mean, that's rank 8, what we are right now. Leader rewards are one thing, but right here, I mean, you can't really see it. It's 9 out of 9. Once this event finishes, 9 of those packages can be sent from your leader to 9 of the members that he chooses. So I do this in my alliance. 9 of the best contributors will get this package. And then there's a season main reward right here. You can't really see it, but it's 40 of those packages. This is a little bit smaller than the one up here, but 40 more members of the alliance will receive this gift from the leader. So, just like I just said, I'll just give the 9 best contributors those the season core reward, and the season main reward will be given to the next 40 players in the list. So try to get as many points as possible, try to contribute so we get a better rank, and then I will give you a reward on your rank within the alliance. What are all those rewards? I will go to rank 1 because it's the best. And then here you see the best item you get 3 times is the S2 legendary recruitment ticket. Can be used for S2 legendary recruitment, 100% chance to obtain an S2 hero. So those are new heroes. We haven't seen those yet in our state, but they have different different skills. They're pretty much from all the might that they give, and from the power, they're pretty much like our S1 heroes that we've seen so far. But it gives you a lot more variety, and that ticket gives you a 100% chance to get that. So those are already 3 orange heroes. This one gives you an S1, either a legendary S1 or a normal S1, as we've seen so far. Also 100% chance. This one gives you a 100% chance for a normal orange hero, either one of those, or a small chance to get an elite S1. Yeah, so those are the biggest rewards that you can get. But I mean, right here, 100 times 1,000 diamonds. So that's 100,000 diamonds that you get. A lot of money, a lot of resources. That's what we're doing this event for. And I really want to get higher on our rank so we can get better rewards. Okay, good. So we've talked about the territories. Always try to get higher, because the higher the level of the resource plot is, the higher your production is, and you will have more resources to gather and put in your processing plant to upgrade the virus center, the processing plant, and attack higher level tiles. This is very important. Use those points for those paths. if you did something wrong and you spend them right here or right there, try to undo it, because in the beginning those two don't matter. They will matter later, and I can do another video once it's time, when I actually leveled up that far. But if you have spent points there, try to use the reset chance. You can buy it, I know that. I think you can get it from one quest, or you can get it right here in the beginning. There was 10 euro starter package or something like that. That also contained one of those. And then you can just reset it, put those points in there so you can get that building, that extra building. Okay, so that's pretty much it for now. I hope that wasn't too much information, and I hope it was clear that the most important on this event is your setup for the attack. If I attack the level 8, I put those to 15,000 in each row. Oh, it's too much. That's my best setup from the heroes, and that's what I attack with. I hope that helped, and that you can get a lot of points. If you have any questions, just leave a comment below. Write me on my account. Just write my name on the send messages, send an email. Put my name right here. Gethoris. That's wrong. Gethoris. And I can ask you a question. I probably can't be able to answer all of them, but I might do an update on that video. But yeah, leaving a comment is easier. Okay, that's it for now. Try to get as many points as possible. See ya.